Hi guys, welcome to Flick Finesse. The best Netflix horror movies offer subscribers a range of terrifying films across dozens of subgenres. When it comes to horror movies, the extensive Netflix library has a large collection, including both licensed theatrical releases and critically acclaimed Netflix original horror releases made directly for streaming. This is huge since horror remains one of the most popular genres for streaming offerings. Netflix's commitment to providing a fresh and regularly updated selection of scary movies for subscribers is hardly surprising. We hope that this selection will be useful, and everyone will find something new to watch. So let's not waste any time and begin. Number 10. Bird Box. Director Suzanne Bier's post-apocalyptic horror film is based on Josh Malerman's 2014 novel of the same name. Sandra Bullock stars as a desperate mother of two children trying to survive in a world haunted by ghostly entities that assume the form of an individual's worst fears upon sight and prompt him or her to commit suicide. In an effort to seek refuge, she takes her children down a perilous riverbound boat with all of them in blindfolds. Number 9. Vivarium. Vivarium is one of the most surreal horror movies of the 2010s. The Lorcan Finnegan movie follows a couple looking to buy a house together, only the houses in the suburban neighborhood they've moved to are identical. The couple finds themselves trapped there and strange occurrences keep happening, such as a baby appearing at their front door. They end up stuck in a never-ending loop of suburban life not knowing if they'll ever get out, which is more terrifying than any jump scare. Vivarium is a masterclass in psychological horror with its Lynchian elements, and it absolutely achieves its goal of provoking discomfort and existential dread. Number 8. The Pope's Exorcist. The Pope's Exorcist provides straightforward yet effective scares. Russell Crowe plays real-life holy man Father Gabriel Amorth as he investigates the case of a possessed child. Based on Amorth's books, The Pope's Exorcist sees Crowe playing a typical character for him, but with the same rebellious streak that is perfect for Crowe's presence. While critically divisive, The Pope's Exorcist is best when Crowe is on screen, with a good scare and it all zips along entertainingly in a way that suits the platform. The 2023 film is especially worth watching given that The Pope's Exorcist 2 is coming. Number 7. Apostle. Apostle is a gothic horror movie starring Legion's Dan Stevens as Thomas Richardson. Directed by Gareth Evans, the film has a lot in common with the classic horror movie The Wicker Man, and it struggled somewhat to get over with some critics due to those comparisons. Typically gory for an Evans project, Apostle sees Stevens' hero Thomas travel to a Welsh island to rescue his sister, who was kidnapped by a cult and held for ransom. However, he finds there is a pagan ritual and a hungry god that needs sustenance. Number 6. The Babysitter. Scary is one thing, but horrors that also manage to pack in laughs are a rare breed. The Babysitter is an underseen horror comedy that can provide a lot of fun, relatively short, and easy to watch. The movie centers around a young boy who discovers that his babysitter is part of a satanic cult, putting him in the middle of their deadly plans. With broad characters, bloody kills, and a terrific villainous role from Samara Weaving, The Babysitter is hugely entertaining. It was so popular on the streaming platform that it spawned a sequel starring modern horror final girl Jenna Ortega. Number 5. The Ritual. Given the massive library of movies, great horror movies like The Ritual can sometimes be overlooked, but it belongs among the best Netflix horror movies. Part of the Don't Go Into the Woods subgenre, The Ritual follows a group of friends on a hiking trip who find themselves in a forest being stalked by an evil force. Stark and ominous in tone, The Ritual plays with horror genres with confident abandon, layering psychologically disturbing imagery with good old-fashioned creature feature scares. And when the creepiness starts to take over the story, things escalate in shocking ways, giving fans some truly creative and terrifying movie monsters. Number 4. Gerald's Game. No Netflix horror list would be complete without horror maestro Mike Flanagan, who has made a name as a purveyor of successful scares and moody atmospheres. There are several iconic horror movies based on Stephen King's stories, but Gerald's Game is one of the most overlooked. The movie follows a married couple experiencing trouble in their relationship. As they seek to reignite their spark, something unexpected happens, putting the wife in a fight for her life. Gerald's Game has a simple yet chilling setup, and the movie has one of the most disturbing scenes in recent horror movie memory. Number 3. Creep. While supernatural elements and masked killers are typical tropes in horror movies, Creep proves such things are not needed for a truly unsettling movie. Creep is a shocking footage horror movie that follows a videographer who takes a job recording the last days of a dying man, only for the subject to make things very uncomfortable. Heavy on slow-build creepiness and a deeply disturbing sense of unnerve, Creep is an incredible showcase for the talents of the inimitable Mark Duplass, and never stays around long enough to even begin to outstay its welcome. Number 2. Fear Street Trilogy. The Netflix original movie Fear Street, Part 1, 1994 kicked off a trilogy of terrific new horror movies that paid homage to various stories within the genre, from creepy supernatural stories to some terrifying modern horror movie slashers. Based on the Fear Street book series by R.L. Stine, the trilogy moves through 3 different time zones, telling an interconnected story that delivers for everyone from slasher fans to folk horror aficionados. All 3 movies hit in 2021 and offered fans a new franchise, with different horror themes tying together in a fun trilogy that is best viewed all together. Number 1. His House. His House is an acclaimed and creepy ghost story and easily one of the best horror movies on Netflix. The movie follows a refugee couple trying to make do with the dismal housing they have been given, only to find an evil spirit within their new home. It is a horror movie some fans had trouble finishing due to its real-life horror elements as well as the supernatural ones. It makes for a terrifying and powerful horror gem that more people should seek out. The movie originally premiered at Sundance and ended up as a big award winner, bringing home 4 British Independent Film Awards out of 15 nominations. Well, this is it. Share your impressions in comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for upcoming videos.